Ed, I'm glad we can have a picnic again. I wanted to talk to you about some personal things.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Oakley. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Go ahead and read today's devotion.
You got it, dear lady. Devotion 57. To say that capturing the Ark of God was a surprise to the Philistines would be the understatement of the century. They never dreamed it would ever be brought out to the battlefield to begin with, much less that they could capture it. So when they did capture it, they quickly had to figure out something to do with it. What they did and the result that came from it is, in many ways, hysterical. 1 Samuel 5:1. And the Philistines took the ark of God and brought it from Ebenezer unto Ashdod. When the Philistines took the ark of God, they brought it into the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. And when they of Ashdod arose early on the morrow, behold, Dagon was fallen upon his face to the earth before the ark of the Lord. And they took Dagon and set him in his place again. Dagon was one of the deities of the Philistines, a half-fish, half-man idol carved by human beings and standing erect in their temple. The Philistines put the ark of God by Dagon, and the next morning Dagon was bowing before it. The fun was only beginning on that. There would be more to come. But for now, let's just focus on the fact that a false god was bowing before the ark of the real God. If an idol, not even an animate thing, feels compelled to bow before the Lord of glory, how much more can we be assured that one day every knee will bow to Christ? Do rejoice in the fact that you bow the knee willingly now, and also in the fact that one day you will be able to observe every knee bow to the King.
Hey, Joe, I read those verses. I want to be saved.
You do? That's wonderful news.
I don't know what to do.
The verse I shared tell you you're a sinner. You believe that?
I do, Joe. I do.
Just call on Jesus, Jack. You pray to him.